everybody, welcome back. It's that time of the week where we sit down and we talk about what's been going on last week, what's going to happen this week, and just where my head's at in this whole YouTube game, if you will. Basically a little vlog. We just kind of catch up and, you know, get you guys in the process of what I'm thinking, because sometimes you guys care, sometimes you don't. If you don't, that's cool. You don't have to watch everything I do, because I do a lot. I get that. I also do a lot of work. A lot. And that's my sense of humor, if you are new here. So, it's been a pretty crazy week last week, and this week, I will go ahead and warn you now before we get too into it, is going to be even crazier. There's a chance this week and further weeks in this month that things may come out late and at awkward times because jury duty, which we'll talk more about in a minute. But, yeah, I mean, it's been a really good one. Today's being a really good day. It's going to be a really fun night, too, even though I'm probably doing something I shouldn't that's going to make me regret it later because I'll be behind in my work again. But it's for Mary, and it's always worth it when it's for her. So let's just jump in here, and let's just kind of run through last week really quick, because that Monday, basically I spent all of Monday working and prepping for what I knew was about to be a very busy week and kind of a little mini vacation that Mary and I took up to Newport, Kentucky and Cincinnati, right on the river, basically. But that Monday, you know, I did a bunch of work. I got everything scheduled for like the following 3 days, and I ended up watching Dario Argento's Sleepless, which is a fantastic entry that is very underrated, I think. And I would love, in America, we've only ever had a crappy pan and scan DVD. I would love to get my hands on a full screen, nice Blu-ray transfer. Perhaps Arrow made one, and I need to get a region-free Blu-ray player, which I'm going to do eventually anyways. But then Tuesday, basically, we got up early. And, well, I got up early. Yeah, no, we got up early. I grabbed Mary from work a little bit early. We headed up to Newport, Kentucky. We stayed in a Hamilton, which is like a Hilton kind of thing. We had the view of the river right there. You could see the Cincinnati Reds stadium right across. Didn't have normal rooms, so I got kind of a suite, which was nice. It would have been nice to stay in there a little bit longer because there was a lot of space and, you know, very, very comfortable beds, you know, a spacious shower and everything. Still have the problem every hotel I've ever been into, cheap or expensive or in between, the, you know, sinks that have faucets that come like an inch over the sink instead of coming out onto the sink like a normal faucet, and like the sink being way deeper into the counter than normal sinks. And then of course, you know, it did have a shower head though that was actually high and had pressure, so that was actually surprising and nice. But well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. So we checked in and we went around and we went and found some food. We were literally walking distance to the Newport Aquarium. It was literally across the street, and there was a whole like almost like little, what do you call it? Like a shopping district, I guess, all within there. Tons of restaurants, big old Barnes & Noble, all kinds of stuff in there. And we had a lot of food options. We ended up going to this place called Brio, and we hustled there, but it was really, really good. I got like this angel hair pasta with like spinach and chicken and red peppers and mwah. We pre-gamed with a drink each, and then we headed on over to Riverbend to go catch, well, we kind of got there late and we missed most of the John Bonham Led Zeppelin experience, but then we did get to check out White Snake and Foreigner with the lawn tickets we'd won from 92.1. And that was pretty damn awesome, and we got some cool t-shirts from that, and that was just a good show, although it was one of those where everybody on the lawn had kind of stand the whole time, and when I'm on the lawn, I like to chill. I mean, I'm not judging people. I get it. If you want to stand, that's what you do, but it's like a lot of butts in my face. You know, it's like, I want to see the monitors at least. But it was a good time. We had some good drinks, and just a really good show, and then we went back to the hotel. We found out on our way to the hotel that it does not have room service because we booked all this so late I didn't get to look into it. And of course, I'm starving by this point. And a few restaurants are supposedly open. We went over to the Bar Louie, which we have one of those here, and I really like because they're supposed to be open until 2, but they had scheduled maintenance and were already closed. And ultimately, we ended up having to order Domino's. Got a barbecue chicken pizza, watched some Futurama. It was pretty good. And, you know, hit the sack. I watched a little bit more YouTube and had one more drink, and it was, you know, went to bed. Got up early the next day and finally took Mary to the Newport Aquarium. She's been wanting to go up there forever, and I've been promising forever, and I'm glad we finally got to go over there. I think for her it was mildly disappointing in terms of she'd been there a long time ago, and some of the things she loved weren't there anymore, but for the most part, she really loved it. I gave her an SLR. She took a bunch of awesome photos. I got some really cool photos and video that I should probably eventually be putting out on Instagram, so you want to check that out. And speaking of, while we're in the middle of this, the Stardust app, well, I'll get to that, because I want to talk to you guys about that. But yeah, so we did the Newport Aquarium, and that was a really good time. We'd had our continental breakfast that morning, all that kind of stuff. And we went ahead and checked out of the hotel because we wanted to stay 2 nights, but I'll get to that. We couldn't. So after the aquarium, we went to Hoffenbräu, which is kind of like a German place, and tried their flight of beer. Their lager was really, really good. We got kind of appetizers. I had soup and like a sampler platter of appetizers. It was all kind of meh. Fried sauerkraut with chunks of ham should have been pretty good, but it just tastes like, hey, here's a mushy ball of fried food. So kind of disappointing, but I don't think they're necessarily there for the food as much as they are the beer. But it was like authentic German atmosphere and everything. So it was kind of a good time. Then we finally get back over to Riverbend to go see Steely Dan, or see the Doobie Brothers and Steely Dan. We've tried to see the Doobie Brothers many times before. They've always canceled their shows on us. Again, this time I was smart to save some money. We had some vodka and stuff in a cooler, and I pre-gamed. I made a nice heavy pour drink and drank that on the way in and saved myself like $20. It probably cost me like $3 or $4, so that was a smart move. And then, I don't know, Mary was a little disappointed with them too. It was very, very busy in there. I don't know, for me it was just kind of background noise. I wasn't excited for those bands that much anyways, but, and she was really disappointed that Steely Dan did all but like one of their major big hits, and it's like, wait, that's like their biggest hit. How do they not do that? So, but hey, it was a good time. We got to do it. And then we got to drive home because I had to be at court the next morning at 9:30 in the morning. I got home at like 2 a.m. Couldn't get in bed till like 5 or something. Maybe it was like 4. I think I got like 4 hours of sleep. So I had to go in for Thursday, had to go in for jury duty orientation and just, barely stayed awake. And, I was going to talk to the judge or whatever and see if I could get out of it, or I was going to see if I could at least move to another month. But honestly, the things they were saying made me think, you know what, I'm just going to take my chances. They aren't doing court cases on Fridays at all this month. So that helps a lot. And I'm thinking there's holidays this month. They're probably, and they didn't have a lot of court cases the month before. And so I'm like, all right. So I am stuck in this position of every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday and Wednesday, I have to call and see if I'm going to have to go in early ass in the morning the next day, which sucks for somebody like me that has existed on third shift hours for like almost 20 years. Do you know how difficult it is to fucking just up and change your sleep schedule like that on a moment's notice? It's not fun. Granted, if I do get called in, I highly doubt I'll get picked for any jury because I'm not built for that. They're not going to like my answers to things. But, so anyways, there was like 40 people waiting in line to talk to the judge, and I was exhausted and starving, so I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna see what happens this month, so fingers crossed. All right, so, finally tried, Taco Bell's quesarito. It was all right, but I tried that naked chicken chalupa, the wild one, the spicy one. I'm in love. That thing was amazing. I'm shocked. Took a big old nap. Mary took a big old nap. And then Thursday we went, and no, we didn't see any movie. There was no movie. I guess I did a bunch of work. Yeah, I did a bunch of work because, we had to prep for Drunken Movie Night on Friday. Friday, Mike blew a tire on his way over here. He was fine, but the first time ever in Drunken Movie Night, he didn't get to join us. He did hang out and chat. Luckily, Casey was able to be there all night, and we had a pretty good time watching Sausage Party. And I don't remember Beer Fest, even though that's a good movie, and I like it. But, decent Friday night. We had Taco Bell again. I got more of those chicken tacos because I had to. And then yesterday, I guess, was Saturday, and Mary went to a cookout with some friends that I don't dislike, but I'm kind of bored when we're there, and it's a long way away, and she wanted to use me as a reason to leave if she needed to. I hope I'm not talking out of turn. And she's actually messaging me. No, it's all good. And basically, she didn't get over here till like 8:30, and by then I hadn't eaten and I was starving, so we went out to eat over at Brewburger and had delicious chili cheese fries and the flight of beers. They changed all their draft beers, and you gotta look at my Instagram. There's some good photos of that. And I often have to get on her anytime we're at Riverbend, particularly, like, you got your wallet, you got your phone every time, because, they just slip out of her pocket or she forgets it. But she has to now start getting on me about, do you have your leftovers? Because I left my freaking leftover wings there, and that sucks. Unfortunately, it took them a long time. We were there late, but it was delicious. It was good. We came back here. We finally watched Mission Impossible 2. We shot 2 very drunken unboxings. I'm going to apologize now. That should be Thursday and Friday. Lutaku and Ferrera Market box. Yeah, I'm pretty loopy in those, but I had a good time. Maybe you guys will. And then that's pretty much where we are. Now today, I've gotten up and I was gonna work all day and get prepped for this super busy week. Oh my God, I'm already 10 minutes in. I'll speed this up. It's been very busy. Super busy week, and I'm gonna have to cut, okay. But now Mary's kind of convinced me to go out to karaoke tonight, so I gotta do this quick, and then I'll have to come and watch Preacher, maybe still edit it tonight. I don't know how that's gonna work. Preacher might be late. Okay, sorry about that, but my camera was gonna cut off because this is an older camera, and I thought, well, there you go. Let's just jump right there now that we can talk about what's coming up this week. So just real quick, Stardust has been having issues. If you can't get on there, don't worry about it. It will be fixed eventually. But do check me out there, the Eric Butts. I'm still having a blast. HQ, all our codes are down here if you guys want to get in on that. It's a super fun trivia app. I finally won. I forgot to tell you that. I won last week. I'm the first of all my friends. I did a special 8-question game for $1,000. I split with a lot of people, so I only won 13 cents, but I got the bragging right that I won. And then last night, I forgot to tell you, Mary and I were together and we were playing for a $5,000 game, normal 12 questions. And of course I didn't listen to her on one question that she knew. And I was out, but I helped her out with a couple questions she didn't know, and she won, and she actually won like $5.39, so she did really well, but man, if I had listened, I could have won too. But yay, we're finally winning HQ, and Casey is now there too, as CaseyMiracle, in case I forget to add that in the text in the description below. So that's HQ, that's Stardust. Instagram, I'm still doing a lot over there. I'm eventually gonna get to some Instagram TV stuff. All right, so this week is gonna be nuts. Monday, well, tonight we're going out to karaoke. Monday, we're going back to Riverbend for PNC for a cookout and one of the versions of Yes. Apparently they do dual band touring. I don't know, I'm sorry, I got something tickling my nose. I gotta do this, sorry. I'm trying to do that on camera, but there we go. And so that's gonna be fun. But then of course I'm gonna get back here late and hopefully I'll have had Preacher edited or I'm gonna be editing it really late. I do not have jury duty tomorrow. I've already called today. There's nothing going on there. So then Tuesday, we're supposed to go see Fireworks, the world premiere at the theater. And again, who knows if I'll get jury duty. And then hopefully I can get some more work done. Wednesday is July 4th. We don't have any plans, which means I need to work, because Thursday we got Ant-Man, and Friday we're going back to Riverbend. I got his pit tickets for the Pixies and Weezer is a huge deal to me, almost Green Day level huge. I didn't do VIP, but for some reason, once they stopped selling VIP tickets, then they had just straight up general admission pit tickets, which were like not that expensive. They were cheaper than like seats, like front row seats. I'm like, but you're closer, you just have to stand? I'm in. So we're going to do that, and I stupidly bought insurance thinking I might get called for jury duty, and then half an hour later thought, they aren't doing it on Friday, I don't have to worry about that. So, and then of course, we'll have a normal Saturday, and I don't know what's going on this coming Sunday. As far as the channel, I'm about to shoot some more trailers. Looks like The House with the Clock in It trailer 2, Juliet Naked, and King of Thieves. Of course, Preacher, but Preacher might be late, just because, it takes a lot of processing and editing to get that one done. It's not a simple edit. And boxes, so today you have already had or will have Comic of the Month. Tomorrow you should get Horror Pack. Wednesday you should get Retro Game Treasures. That might move around because I gotta find time to play the games real quick. And then should be Lutaku Very Drunken and Ferrera Box Very Drunken. And then you have some cool mystery toys this weekend, wrapping up our Dragon Ball Z WCF Series 3s. So that'll be cool. All right, I think that's about it. I have talked a lot. I told you a lot more. It took a lot more to talk through my week than I thought it would. Hopefully you guys are still digging these, and if I can find time, which probably won't be this month because this month is insane, I will still try to tweak these do a little bit better, throw some photos and video in of what I'm talking about, but I ain't got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. As it stands, it's already 7 o'clock, and I should be picking Mary up about 8:30, and I still got to do some trailer reactions, edit all this stuff, and eat. So I need to get on it. But yeah, guys, hopefully you're having a blast. Hope you're enjoying this. Hope you're still digging the channel. We're over 9,000, by the way. Over 9,000, by the way, happened a few weeks ago, which is fantastic. So soon we'll start making that push to 10,000 subscribers, which is a huge deal. It's another milestone. It opens up a lot more options inside of YouTube itself. So that ought to be very fun. Also Twitter, I do a lot of movie stuff over on Twitter, but definitely the Stardust, man. I'm really digging that. I really am. Everything I watch, every trailer, every movie, immediately kind of put up a reaction, within a few minutes afterwards, with rare exception. So you can find out what I'm thinking about all the Mission Impossible movies that we rewatch as we get up to the newest one when it comes out at the end of July. So there you go. Other than that, guys, just wish me luck that I don't get called for jury duty because I'm just not built for that. I need to be here with you guys doing this. I'm built to judge movie trailers, not people and their lives. But yeah, so anyways, just comment away. Let me know what you're thinking, what you like, what you agree with, what disagree with, whatever, as long as you're nice about it. Other than that, click that thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And oh yeah, earlier today we did the trailer for Zoe, which looks fantastic. Yeah, all that stuff. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go have a week. I'll see you all next Monday.